Welcome to week 3, everybody. Apologize this video is coming so late. Just some quick comments here. I want to remind everybody that this is week 3. So next week, week 4, your peer review of your chapter 2, your literature review, is going to be due, and your actual chapter 2 is due on week 5. So before I go over the requirements for chapter 4, specifically the peer review, I want to draw your attention to some things I really encourage you to leverage this week to do prior to turning that in. And that's to leverage the Writing Studio. So if you click here on Writing Studio, scroll down here, there's a couple things. First off, Grammarly is free for CUI students. Use this link to submit your paper for review via Grammarly. Really encourage you to do that. And then you can make an appointment here or use the online writing lab to submit your paper for review. So I encourage you to try and do that prior to turning in your complete to chapter 5. You could do that before your peer review if you have it done, or after your peer review. You could do both of those for sort of a secondary review prior to turning it in. So just want to draw your attention to those links. Use this link here because you get a free login using your Concordia email. So that's the way you want to log in. If you look at the peer review, which is due next week, you're going to submit it to the discussion board by Thursday, no later than Thursday of week 4. And then those revisions are going to be made and then resubmitted by that Sunday. So with respect to prepping this, I encourage you to look at the actual rubric for chapter 2, which I'm sure you have already. Now, the actual chapter 2 is not going to be done until week 5, but you are going to be turning in a rough draft for peer review next week. So I encourage you to go to the assignment 2 rubric, and this rubric has actually been restated in question form up here. And I find this very helpful. If you answer yes to all of these questions, you know you are satisfying the rubric. So instead of looking at the rubric, look at this reformatting of the rubric to help structure your writing. So 1, does the literature review relate to the focus of your topic? If you see here, the literature review relates to the focus of your problem stated in your introduction. So are you grounding the review in your topic? Is your literature review a synthesis of information you have reviewed? Have professional sources clearly relevant to the purpose of the study been reviewed? Has a logical and well-organized presentation of the literature been provided? Are a minimum of 16 credible sources cited in the review? Did you use headings and subheadings to structure the content and flow of the research? That was what you did with the annotated bibliography at the conclusion of 580. Were the ideas of major authors and theorists on the topic compared and contrasted within the literature? So did you take one seminal article, let's say, and compare and contrast that to, let's say, another article on whatever topic is at hand, SEL, assistive technology, etc.? Compare their similarities and differences as a way of building credibility for your problem statement. Does your literature review cover an appropriate depth of content on the selected topic? Did you paraphrase the ideas of others and use quotations sparingly? So, apologize, my voice is going. If you can answer yes to all of these, rest assured that you are following the rubric clearly. So, week 3 is a great opportunity for you to leverage the Writing Studio, Grammarly specifically, prior to turning in your chapter 2 for peer review. If you don't get to that, I encourage you to do that after you actually receive feedback as sort of a secondary form of feedback. So look ahead at that rubric for chapter 2. And I really encourage you to come to office hours this Wednesday or review the video of office hours if you're not able to make it. This is an essential week, everybody. This is the week that you're going to knock out your chapter 2, get yourself ready for diving into the literature, and do yourself a favor. Start writing this week and start using the resources that Concordia makes available for you to help facilitate this process. Again, apologize this video's late. Apologize my voice is shot. Have a great Martin Luther King Day tomorrow, and have an excellent week 3. Take care.